Have you ever wondered what truly happens behind those intense body cam moments when a door explodes open, a flash of light fills the hallway, and elite officers rush into the unknown in just seconds? What do you think is the most dangerous part of these high-risk operations? Share your thoughts below. From a broader perspective, the landscape of high-risk law enforcement missions in the United States has changed dramatically in recent years. Data collected from various agencies indicates that drug-related criminal organizations have increased their operational aggressiveness by approximately 12-18%, especially in metropolitan regions where synthetic narcotics continue to dominate illegal markets. At the same time, decentralized criminal cells, often small, mobile, and heavily fortified inside residential homes, have risen nearly 25% in activity, reshaping the challenges faced by tactical units. This escalation directly impacts the danger level of every forced entry mission. Bodycam footage from real operations reveals how unpredictable these confrontations have become. Suspects are more likely to barricade doors, fortify rooms, install makeshift traps, or initiate sudden armed resistance. As a result, the probability of encountering weapons during an entry has increased significantly, with studies showing that approximately 1 in 7 high-risk raids now results in armed confrontation, compared to 1 in 12 less than a decade ago. For tactical teams, this means every approach, every breach, and every movement inside a structure must be executed with absolute precision. The risks extend far beyond the first breach point. Operators must anticipate hidden threats, unstable environments, narrow hallways, blind corners, and suspects who may react unpredictably under pressure. Even minor miscalculations, whether in timing, coordination, or assessment, can lead to severe or fatal outcomes. Yet, despite these constantly rising dangers, the contributions of special response units remain substantial. Over the past 5 years, coordinated operations conducted by SWAT divisions, federal task forces, and interagency strike teams have led to a 30% reduction in major narcotics networks across multiple states. Their success not only removes violent offenders from neighborhoods, but also disrupts the infrastructure that allows organized crime to spread, ultimately preventing thousands of illegal substances from reaching communities. For viewers watching these highlight compilations, each clip represents far more than dramatic action. Behind every breach lies a calculated effort to protect civilians, restore order, and confront threats that most people will never encounter firsthand. These missions are not only dangerous, they are essential in maintaining safety and stability in modern society. As tactical units adapt to evolving threats, criminal organizations are adapting just as quickly. Over the last few years, law enforcement reports have shown a significant shift in how suspects prepare for potential raids. Instead of relying on simple evasion tactics, many groups now focus on creating defensive strongholds, often inside average-looking residential homes. These locations are strategically modified to slow down officers during entry, increase the element of surprise, and maximize the criminal's advantage in close-quarters confrontation. One of the most concerning trends is the increasing use of reinforced doors, metal bracing, and makeshift barricades, which can delay forced entry by critical seconds. These delays give suspects time to either destroy evidence, reach for weapons, or attempt to escape through secondary exits. Estimates from multiple agencies indicate that nearly 40% of high-priority raid locations now include some form of engineered resistance, compared to only 17% a decade earlier. Another growing factor is the spread of improvised hazards. Tactical teams frequently encounter booby traps, tripwires, electrified door handles, and makeshift alarm systems, all designed to complicate the entry process. While not all of these devices are lethal, even minor obstructions can disrupt momentum, an issue that becomes dangerous in tight, unpredictable environments. Officers must evaluate every step they take, even under heavy time pressure, making the psychological intensity of these missions much higher than most civilians realize. Inside the structure, the level of risk intensifies further. Confined hallways, blind corners, and cluttered rooms give suspects countless opportunities to hide, ambush, or resist violently. Data shows that close-quarters engagements have increased by an estimated 22%, meaning officers are more frequently encountering suspects within just a few feet. In these moments, reaction time drops to fractions of a second, and the margin for error disappears completely. At the same time, suspects involved in narcotics distribution are becoming more desperate. Many know that a single arrest could dismantle their network or lead to long-term sentencing. This desperation often results in erratic, volatile behavior, from sudden surrenders to armed retaliation without warning. As bodycam evidence repeatedly shows, officers must remain prepared for the worst-case scenario at every moment, even during operations that appear routine on paper. Despite these challenges, tactical units continue to refine their strategies. Enhanced training, updated breaching tools, improved intelligence gathering, and interagency coordination have significantly reduced mission failures. These advancements allow teams to anticipate defensive tactics, respond to evolving threats, and maintain professional control, even in the most high-pressure environments. The evolving complexity of these operations demonstrates the constant battle between adaptation and counter-adaptation. Each raid becomes more than just an arrest. It becomes a direct contest between organized criminal ingenuity and the disciplined precision of modern tactical law enforcement. Beyond the physical dangers of reinforced structures, concealed weapons, and unpredictable suspects, one of the most intense elements of high-risk raids is the psychological environment officers must navigate. Tactical operators enter each room knowing that any moment could transform from routine clearing
One of the most critical
to
components is
scenario-based training, which has expanded significantly over the past decade. Elite units now simulate complex environments resembling real-world interiors, tight hallways, multi-room structures, barricaded doors, and unpredictable threat angles. These simulations often include dynamic lighting changes, sound stressors, and reactive targets to mimic the chaos officers face during actual entries. Thousands of repetitions build muscle memory, allowing operators to perform seamlessly under extreme stress. In addition to physical readiness, modern teams rely heavily on intelligence integration. Before any breach is executed, analysts compile data from surveillance, informant reports, criminal histories, thermal imaging, and digital tracking systems. This information helps identify room layouts, potential ambush points, fortified structures, and the likelihood of armed resistance. Well-planned intelligence reduces uncertainty, but it never eliminates it. Officers still enter environments where the unknown can shift the outcome in seconds. The incorporation of advanced breaching tools also plays a vital role. Hydraulic spreaders, explosive charges, ram-assisted entries, and mechanical cutting tools allow for rapid penetration of fortified structures. However, each method requires precise timing, coordinated movement, and clear communication. A misstep in any part of the breaching sequence can compromise the entire team's safety. Communication remains the backbone of all tactical success. Modern units operate with encrypted headsets, real-time surveillance feeds, and synchronized command channels. Every operator must maintain awareness not only of their own position but also of their team's orientation, angles of exposure, and planned routes. This coordination ensures that when a room is entered, each member knows how to move, where to direct their focus, and how to adapt if conditions suddenly change. At the same time, many teams are adopting adaptive engagement models, which prioritize de-escalation when possible and decisive action when necessary. While the public often sees only the most intense moments on camera, a significant portion of tactical success involves preventing violence from escalating. Officers must balance assertive action with restraint, especially in environments with unknown occupants, potential hostages, or high civilian presence. Bodycam footage reveals the weight of these decisions. Every movement, every direction of the muzzle, every verbal command reflects a calculated response shaped by training, discipline, and the imperative to preserve life whenever possible. It is a complex form of controlled aggression, forceful enough to confront armed threats, measured enough to minimize unnecessary harm. This multi-layered approach combining intelligence, training, communication, and adaptability is what enables tactical units to navigate environments where the margin between success and catastrophe is razor thin. Their preparedness is not just a technical requirement. It is a protective shield against the unpredictable realities that define modern high-risk operations. As the threat landscape continues to evolve, tactical units face adversaries who are becoming more unpredictable, better equipped, and increasingly willing to engage in violent confrontation. Over the past 5 years, national assessments have shown a noticeable shift in criminal behavior. Armed resistance during high-risk operations has increased by roughly 14%, while the number of suspects using fortified structures or concealed escape paths has risen by nearly 22%. These changes fundamentally alter the tactical considerations required during forced entry missions. Bodycam highlight footage from recent operations clearly demonstrates this shift. Suspects are no longer relying solely on evasion, they are actively adapting their methods in real time. Many offenders now reinforce interior rooms, set up choke points, or create narrow funnel zones designed to disadvantage officers. Some even use improvised barricades, darkened environments, or silent movement to disrupt the tactical team's mapping of the building. These modifications significantly raise the risk. The margin for error becomes nearly non-existent. For special response units, adapting to this new reality requires more than technical skill. It demands constant evolution in strategy, equipment, and interagency coordination. Advances in tactical gear, such as enhanced ballistic plates, updated breaching tools, thermal imaging, and expanded communication systems allow officers to navigate high-risk structures with greater situational awareness. Yet, equipment alone is not enough. The real advantage comes from the synchronized movement of highly trained operators working as a unified system. This synergy is why modern tactical operations emphasize layered planning. Teams consider not just the immediate threat, but the secondary and tertiary risks that may emerge after the initial breach. Every angle, every doorway, every hidden space must be accounted for. The speed and precision viewers see in highlight footage is the result of thousands of hours of drilling these exact scenarios, preparing for the unexpected before it happens. As criminal groups continue to diversify and evolve, tactical units must respond with equal adaptability. Their mission remains the same: neutralize threats, protect civilians, and restore safety. But the landscape in which they operate grows more complex each year. Understanding these shifts adds context to what viewers see in highlight compilations. Behind every rapid movement and split-second decision is a calculated response to a threat environment that is constantly changing and consistently dangerous. As we reach the final moments of this compilation, it becomes clear that what you've witnessed is far more than a series of dramatic confrontations or rapid tactical maneuvers. Each scene is a window into a profession defined by precision, resilience, and a quiet dedication that often goes unseen by the world they protect. These units operate in an environment where hesitation can cost lives. Yet, every step they take is guided by training, discipline, and a commitment to preserving human life wherever possible. Throughout this video, we've explored the complex layers that shape modern high-risk operations: the intelligence gathering, behind the scenes, the split-second coordination during breaches, the calculated use of force, and the unwavering ability to adapt when a situation shifts without warning. It's a system built not on individual heroics, but on teamwork, trust, and an understanding that every mission carries consequences far beyond the frame of the camera. These men and women stand at the intersection of order and chaos, confronting dangers most people will never face firsthand. Their actions dismantle violent criminal networks, prevent harm before it reaches innocent families, and bring stability to communities threatened by increasingly unpredictable threats. For every highlight captured, there are countless hours of preparation, training, and sacrifice moments no camera ever records, but which make all the difference when lives hang in the balance. While tactics, equipment, and strategies evolve with time, one thing remains unchanged: their purpose. To protect, to serve, to step forward when others step back. And as the challenges facing society continue to shift, their role becomes not only relevant, but indispensable. As we close this video, let this be a reminder of the immense responsibility carried by these units, and the impact of their work on everyday life. Their missions are not just stories of danger, They are stories of dedication, courage, and a deep sense of duty that echoes long after the operation is over. If you've found this breakdown insightful or inspiring, we invite you to stay connected with us. Like the video, follow the page, and consider subscribing so you won't miss future highlight compilations, tactical analyses, and behind-the-scenes insights into the world of high-risk operations. Your support helps us continue showcasing the reality behind the uniform, the discipline, the bravery, and the quiet sacrifices made to keep our communities safe. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay aware, and we'll see you in the next video.